Crow? What the? Oh my days, this is laggy. Only. I do have it set to medium high. Yeah, okay. Quality's correct. The game's just rather stupid. I did not throw my axe. What are we on about? Genuinely get the fuck out. Nobody cares about any of you. Get the fuck out. Holy. Volume's been acting a little bit fucky as of late. I don't know why. I don't want a fluffy tuft, dude. Get out. Fluffy tuft is a literal downgrade. Actually, what? 1, 2, 3. That's all we need. Well, that's cringe. Oh, that's what I was initially wanting. Makes a bit more sense. Oh, and the flower petals. How about no? Huh? You ever thought about that? Ever thought that maybe no is the answer to any of this? Because I don't think you have. I do need you. It's not what I wanted to do, but okay. That did not go as planned, but it worked in the end. Scout the area first. I'm going to pretend like I did not fumble over my speech dramatically there, because that would completely ruin how serious I am. Not that I was that serious to begin with. Scout over the area, see if there are any orcs. There are not. Good. Now I'm gonna remote control creatures. This is good. About the garden. Have they been fully grown yet? Oh, yes, they have. Good time to harvest. Silk's getting close. Flower petals are really fucking close. Fungus is still nowhere near. Go figure. You completely useless. You I need. You I do not need. We need 13 more of those. Okay. 13. Just as many of those as I can get, I guess. There's no way I only have 30. I definitely used some from the chest. Yep. 22. Let's try and fill up one that's actually somewhat close, which would be nothing. Okay. So yeah, I'd have to make it up as I go. Need 13 algae, 13 regular mushrooms, and as for waspidotes, what do those cost? A bit of spider venom. A lot of spider venom I need, actually. Yeah, I need a lot of spider venom. How many exactly? 2. 22 by the sounds of things. Okay. 22 spider venom. Not bad. Not impossible to collect by any means. 13 algae is piss easy. Same with the mushrooms. There we go. See? Told you it was easy enough. Jump that. some right there. Mushrooms. And when I say there's some right there, I mean human food. Which is what I will be grinding now. I am pretty damn fucking close on it, so it only makes sense. That is what I would grind next. So you know what? Actually go under here. Smarter. Faster. That's what it is. I know. Oh, hello. Back in stream, lol. Yeah, no worries. You've been busy. I've been busy. We've all been busy. How has it been? Hopefully not too stressful. I am slurring over my speech nonstop. A little later after all. A, it's fine. Do I have... Fuck, I'm missing... Okay, never mind. I'm good on this. Have I missed much? Honestly, not really. I did find a huge lore drop, though, in Grounded 1. You know how we were talking about the looming threat in Grounded 2? Do you remember this? Probably. Yep, okay. Well, there is a fat, and I do mean fat, lore drop to do with this looming threat. Observe. So first things first. First, the bad news. It has become clear that I cannot simply pluck the smooth skin off Ultimate Wendell's. Wendell Tully himself has been to, at bare minimum, New Game Plus 2 and has killed the infused Mant. He knows what the infused creatures are. Right? That's first note. Second note. When it comes to, I guess, like, the raw science situation, him, like, rapidly, you know, folding, he calls it a byproduct. Okay? Why is this important? Okay. Well, in developing unsettling news, I fear the repeated occurrence of the switcheroo is having some compounding effects on space-time in this little corner of the yard. One can't help but wonder if the subtle cracks might be forming up in the plasma globe, or if it's merely a trick of light. Could they foretell an existential threat or an innovation to the unknown? He calls his folding and the byproducts of all the horrible science stuff byproducts. He doesn't call them threats, he calls them byproducts. He knows what infused creatures are. So it can't be that. He is foretelling of an existential threat, but he doesn't know because it is that damn confusing. Sound familiar? He doesn't know, but an existential threat that we can't comprehend. Just like Violet said, just like the synopsis of Grounded 2, there is a looming threat, always watching. And in Grounded 2, there is a whole leakage of science resembling what can only be described as the remixer of New Game Plus. Furthermore, so whatever, yeah, doesn't know what it is, or if they do, they are having a hard time comprehending it, which makes sense. Violet has gotten to New Game Plus 14 at a bare minimum. She can teleport using the same power of raw science. She is capable of warping space-time to her liking. Whatever this threat is, if she can't even comprehend it, it's bad. It is real bad. Which makes you wonder what it is. So what if the threat owns the ogre creatures on the garden side of the park? So here's another bombshell that I'm about to drop. You know how the ogres are supposed to be a rebellion? Do you want to take a fat little guess as to who claims to be on our side but yet owns the ogre initiative? It's not Violet, because she never claims to be on our side. Alright, I'll spill the beans. The one that owns the ogre army is Salone Beaumont. There is a note. The very first note about the ogre creatures, it literally says that Salone Beaumont was the one overseeing the whole project. Now, before we go pointing fingers, saying that she must be the super secret villain, which, I'm not gonna lie, would be a bit obvious, but before we go ahead and claim that, it is possible, because she did say that there were a few rebels in the plan, right? It is possible that she is lying and she's the secret threat, but it is also equally as possible that Salone Beaumont is the fattest idiot known to humankind and has zero idea that the rebellion went this far. It is possible. But it is an interesting note that she was the one that verified the making of the ogre creatures to beef them up for weapons of war. Which, furthermore, another bit of a bombshell, and this, honestly, this kind of is like a bit of a bombshell that most people don't realize. I called it ever since the Wasp Queen released, but Let me find it. It's a toxic. Okay, this one. As you can tell, I'm not thrilled about this assignment. Keep in mind, this is like from a this is from the guy that died to the Wasp Queen. Okay, he is an eminent scientist. He does not like what they're doing, but kind of has no choice in the matter because he was shrunk against his will. Well, technically not against his will, but he didn't know what was the actual assignment because Schmechter lied to him. Anyways, as you can tell, I'm not thrilled about this assignment. This journal has become more of a confession these days. I just can't take it much longer. None of us get answers anymore. Find this, take a picture of that, lure out 100 ladybirds, and slap an orc chip on their head. Side note, they really hate it when you do that. I really hope this orc chip is all it's cracked up to be and that can manage to take control of the Wasp Queen Schmechter keeps going on about. Otherwise, I'm Swiss cheese. I better get a promotion of this. Otherwise, Mother's going to be furious that I missed another holiday. Well, I guess I'm off to stir literal hornet's nest. This lure I concocted from the director memo left for us back at her hideout. When this is over, I better get blah, blah, blah. Okay. This details that, they went ahead and did do that. Now, let me so you might be asking yourself why send the health safety officer off to assumingly blah, 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 trashy backyard. Okay, there was a note that literally stated something about war. I can't remember which. Special Forces. Okay, there we go. If I ever get my hands on that Schmechter, I'll snap him like a dry billy hog. He was breathing down the commander's neck, a war commander's neck, for months about the Wackadoo Orc project. Jumped up in his bun so bad about it being the future of warfare. Detailed from Schmechter. Okay, verdict. New recipe for the Wasp Queen. Should lure suffice to coax out the queen so the orc's receiver can be attached. And what was he on about for the entirety of the story? Embiggening. He wanted to know how to make things bigger. He tried to go ahead and get the orc Wasp Queen for a weapon of war. He wanted to take over the world using orc creatures. Plain and simple. I honestly don't know how people miss that. Well, assuming, you actually look deep into the lore. Because, I feel like that was heavily hinted at throughout all the notes. But some people do, and it's a really important note. Also, that is an infused ox beetle. Fuck me, I guess. To be honest, I did notice something was off about the notes, never figured it. Yeah. You do have to actually go through and read the notes. Because I'm not going to lie. I skimmed over the notes, but I never actually fully read what they meant. Now that I'm fully reading through them to get more lore on the whole story as a whole, it's becoming pretty damn fucking obvious what's happening here. Grounded 1 was all about Schmechter trying to make an army of war, a war army of orc creatures so he can take over the world. Then Wendell Tully is trying to go through alternate dimensions to pluck things, but accidentally pisses something off that's like... To be honest, I don't own them all after... Also, it makes sense, but... Yeah, you do have to 100% the game. Plenty of times in order to do so, so makes sense. Also, I did notice something about the thing. And there is one thing you missed in Grounded 2 that's pretty major. I have a video on it, though. I did take down the Masked Stranger in Grounded 2 the second time. And one interesting thing I noticed was she nerfed herself. Like, hard nerfed herself. She swapped out her Spicy Coltana for a Sour Katanga, which is, like, half as lethal. She removed half of her moveset to make it easier for you to parry her. And her one dangerous attack, her parry, which instantly kills you, she made it harmless. She nerfed herself 3 separate times just so you could take her down easier. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty much irrefutable that Violet cares for us at this point. How? Yeah, but it's so you can mainly fight the Orc Broodmother, which I knew she would return since the beta of Grounded 2. Yeah. I wanted her to return. I thought she wouldn't because the devs literally confirmed that she wouldn't. They also confirmed that Sour wouldn't return, and look at it now. Literally both things returned in the same update. We got a Broodmother that spits sour things. So, nice lie, devs. It was actually a good lie, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad the Broodmother's back. But, yeah. Yeah, but lots of things have also the Broodmother rocking chair. Yeah. Yeah. That is probably the best argument as for why the Broodmother should return. Pre-knowledge of the Toxic Tangle. You do make a very good point. You make a very good point, sir. Fuck now. I've been having really bad allergies all this week. Why are we just depreciating in terms of how much sap I'm getting? What? The red and black ant queens might return and be at war with one another. Yeah, with the war-torn anthill, that would honestly be a really cool concept. It'd also be kind of indicative because the war-torn anthill is pretty much meant to represent the black suite and the red suite of cards, which is interesting. So, you get more symbolism there of perhaps... Because above the war-torn anthill, you can see a red queen... Yep, you already mentioned it. You already mentioned it. Yeah, there's a red queen card and a black queen card. I feel like that's like a little too on the nose to not add them, right? Bye-bye. Man, I'm just excited for where Grounded 2 is going, man. I'm not gonna lie. It is a phenomenal game so far. And they're staring at one another. Appears to be... Hopefully appears. It should be a cool boss fight. Yeah. Either of them would be a cool boss fight. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, fuck off. What are we doing? This orb weaver needs to piss off. Termite queen, yeah. Hey, if I could make one more boss return, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all are probably gonna hate me for this, but if I could make one boss return, it would be the Wasp Queen. She is just the GOAT in this game. She is the reason that Schmector did not take over the world. And we gotta thank her for it. She is the sole reason the world is not fucked in Grounded 2. She single-handedly took down his entire army. That enough is just, yeah, GOAT status. Annoying as hell to fight, don't get me wrong. And her babies are annoying as hell to fight too. But, character-wise, she's goated. Anything else over here? Yep. Yuppers. God, maybe not Wasp Queen. You know what? Well, if Violet manages to orc the Broodmother, then she could get the Wasp Queen next. Yup. The Broodmother is stronger than the Wasp Queen after all. So I mean, No, I'm just concerned for Axle 2.0. Like, what the hell is that going to entail? Orchid Mantis could, but I don't think so, as we have nymphs of the praying mantis. Agreed. It'd probably be an adult praying mantis. Alright. That'd probably be what it is. Which, speaking of, not to horrify you or anything, but nymphs of a praying mantis, about that size with that many segments, they are like a mere sixth of their overall adult height. So I'm not kidding when I say this. We could be fighting a 60-foot tall mantis, which is like twice the size of Axel. And when we look, well, I'm surprised we got some new mini bosses. Anyway, like Red Bacon, yeah. Red Bacon. I didn't realize his name was Red Bacon. Or is it a her? I actually don't know. Hold up. Let me search this up. Okay. Oh, Orc Rust Beetle. That's diabolical. Well. Could still look at the grounded earwigs, though. Okay, so the pincer earwig and the... Okay. Alright. We got absolute confirmation here. The pincer earwig is male. Right? Pincer earwig is male. I hate them things. Agreed. I hate earwigs too. They are actually so bad. So bad to fight, man. Anyways. Okay. So when we look at a male earwig versus a female earwig, the images are small as hell. This one's male. You can see it's male because the pincers are curved, right? Whereas the female, they have straight pincers. Now, when we overall look, you can also see here, I'm pretty sure the whipper's female, right? Because we can see that's what the, yeah, that's a female, that's a male. We can clearly see the pincer earwig is male, right? That much is just irrefutable. You can see the curve, undeniably. But this is an orc whipper earwig. But look at this here. It's straight. Not at all, unlike the female. Right? Which honestly makes sense. The females are more defensive. Right? Now, typically in earwigs... Oh, wait. Oh, no, you can literally see this is a 1-to-1. This would be the pincer. That would be the whipper, right? You can literally see 1-to-1 as my screen goes black. That's the whipper. That's the pincer. The pincers are smaller, right? Just like here. And the whippers have thicker abdomens and straight things. So whippers are female, pincers are male. That's essentially what I'm gathering from this. Alright. You learn something new every day, I guess. To be honest, I hate them that much. I don't even notice them anymore. Real. The easiest way to deal with them is to use a shield, if I'm gonna be real. If you don't use a shield, you're pretty much fucked against them. At least if you're trying to fight them, which I am a maniac that loves to kill things, so that is my primary goal, is to kill them. Where my larval stage? There it is. Okay, we don't need you. We can make some stuff out of the sludge here. Probably a smart idea. Alright, conserve it. Getting really close on the acorns. Getting semi-close on the sap, too. Fair. I despise them more than most of the new bugs. Honestly, I despise them more than any of the new bugs, if I'm gonna be real here. They just... There's only one thing worse than earwigs, and it's black soldier ants and hordes. Literally the only thing that is worse. Somehow, these things have managed to make the wasps look friendly and just not annoying. How do you manage to make wasps look completely unbothering? Like, that's genuinely concerning to me. Four orc ones guarding. There's 4. Or, okay, the soldier ants. I was about to say. Still have max goo there. Cool. Speaking of, I haven't gotten any of the new weapons yet aside from the boomstick, which is overrated as hell in my opinion. It's in a pumpkin, I think. I don't know. That's fair enough. Yeah, the boomstick's overrated as hell in my opinion. I know. I said it. I said it. I shouldn't have. I'm gonna have my head cut off. I know. But I don't like the boomstick. It sucks, in my opinion. Black soldier ants make IBM look simple. That's diabolical. I found a really broken method for taking down orc creatures, though. All you need to do is equip the volatile capacitor, Axel's Talon, and just charge attack. It 2-taps them. I'm not kidding. Honest opinion, lol. Yeah. A weapon I've been loving so far. I've heard terrible things about this weapon. Everybody's been saying it's utter doo-doo. I personally love it. What is this weapon? The Black Fang Great Bow. In other words, Axel's bow. I have been loving it so far. It is genuinely so good against creatures that it's strong against. If a creature's resistant to stabbing, it sucks ass. But, like, if anything is resistant to the element you're trying to use against them, it sucks ass. That's just common sense. But, my god, against something like, you know, a larva, if you charge up the Great Bow against a larva, it one-taps them. On what? I don't know how, I don't know why, but it does. It one-taps them. It is so damn good. Pair it with wasp armor, and yeah, you could be a genuine force to be reckoned with against things weak to stabbing. Don't try it against things not weak to stabbing. If you tried against things weak to stabbing, you will probably die. And, don't blame me for it. To be honest, it's alright, yeah. It has its use cases, right? It has its scenarios where it's goated. It has its scenarios where it's ass. Overall, I think it's pretty good. That's just me, though. Okay, I need 20 algae. That's the wrong one. Oh, what's your favorite new weapon? If I had to ask. Personally, I'm loving the hell out of the Rusty Spear. What is your take on the best new weapon? Yes, the Rusty Spear. It deals just about as much damage as Axel's Talon, but then it further reduces their damage. Makes you deal more damage, and then has the audacity of slowing them down. It's also cheap and easy to repair as well. Might try it, to be honest. Yeah. Its damage is comparable to Axel's Talon without the venom, but it also slows enemies down and completely removes their defenses. It also makes them deal 0 damage. I'm aware it might not be the best weapon DPS-wise. That I won't deny. There's definitely better options for DPS. But safety-wise and just overall, I think it's pretty good. Me hearing that? Yes. For its raw damage output, it's slightly better than Axel's Talon in terms of raw damage. Keep in mind, Axel's Talon deals venom damage, though, so... It's stronger than the Black Ant Sword, though. I'll tell you that much right now, DPS-wise. Might be handy against the Violet fight. Oh, it is almost exclusively what you want to be using against her. Because the Broodmother, for some reason, is not resistant to stabbing, which is stupid. So, Rusty Spear deals decent damage. It is flat out the strongest one-handed weapon aside from Axel's Talon right now. And Axel's Talon is still kind of useless against the Broodmother. Because of venom resistance, right? So, yeah, it's literally your best one-hander against her. Black Ant Sword is worse than Axel's Talon and Rusty Spear combined. I know what I want, I forgot. Yeah. It's Sour that she's weak to. Sour and, water... Wait, no. You're talking about resistances, I'm stupid. Water is a resistance, which makes sense. If I had to recall... It's not any of the main damage types. So if you were to use Smashing, Stabbing, or Slashing, you're going to do full damage. Well, full damage until she goes into the next phase. Water she's weak to. What? Okay. I might have to refresh my memory on that. I don't know. I'm getting my weaknesses and resistances mixed up. I can't lie. I could definitely be wrong. The Masked Stranger's still weak to the same old, same old. Though she's resistant to sour now. Resistant to sour and water. Which is cool. It does also mean that she's probably going to be resistant to fresh next fight, though. Which I am not liking. Then again, I never used elemental damage against her in the first place, so it doesn't really affect me. That would be why the audio has been fucked over the past few days. My headphones were half plugged in. There we go. I need to kill 5 of them. We'll say no more. I need to kill 5 of them anyways. I'm abandoning to go ahead and fight Water Boatman. That's wild. I truly do have all the correct quote-unquote priorities. not gonna lie. I really want to make a Violet edit with Who Is She as the audio in the background. I don't know, I think it would fit. Oh, how is she? A misty man. A haunting face. Got 18 infused ooze from 2 infused mites. That's diabolical. Got me involved. Or get me involved. Join it, Shadow. Join what? The edit? Or what are you referring to there? Oh my god, sprint! What are you doing, Max? Is she a lost embrace? If you're doing something about who Violet is, okay. Yeah. I will have to make a theory at some point. That is, yeah. Once I start getting evidence for that, I will definitely include you, because that would be a pretty good collab, I can't lie. This tadpole. Fuck. Oh, never mind. I actually got it. I can help if needed, lol. Yeah. It's just 3, or sorry, it's just 2. Tadpoles, that's gonna be in meats, which is now over there, cool. So I just need 10 more tadpole meat, and I'm Gucci there. 15 more of these. I don't need mosquito beaks. Need quite a lot more of those. Okay. Overall, we're pretty damn feckin' solid, I would say. Crow feather. What the? Ooh. Good old neck cracks. Thinking about it. If we are going to collab in order to make something, we would need a way to talk off stream, right? So, however you want to do that. I don't have social media, though. No Instagram. No Instagram chat. I do have Discord. Do have that. I do have Snapchat for the literal sole fucking purpose of texting my friend who does not have a SIM card. Oh, what else? I don't really think I have anything else. That's kind of cringe. Oh well. Yeah. I mean, I need a mic though. Insta sucks. Yeah. You don't need a mic for Discord. You can text. Besides, I wouldn't want to talk on Discord anyways. Like, voice talk. I have a Discord. Could make a new Discord for the collab. Yeah. That could work. Eh. Right. Get that on. Why are there 2 infused mites here? What happened? Do we have time after all? Yeah. Let me set up for the boss rush tomorrow. Because yes, that is what's going on. That is what shall be going on tomorrow. I am going to whoop the Orchid Mantis ass. Right? I'm not gonna need you. I'm definitely not going to need you. Okay. Get out. Proper loadout. The best loadout that I can get. That is a W trinket. Yeah, so you see all of these. I'm going to use literally all of these within the next few days in order to get this bad boy up to level 15. Because then I can actually fight the Wasp Queen. Because I need level 15 gear for that. But, yeah, gonna have to get a proper loadout for that, right? Oh god, yeah. Oh god, indeed. I need to keep my overall stuff. Don't I need Impan Dust and Black Ox Burger? Yep, I did. That gives me just enough science to dupe another thing of ooze for the IBM. I can craft another fusion crystal with the regular ooze, which will leave us with 60k, and I am not allowed to go below that metric for this boss rush because I need all of it to dupe Toast. Believe me, I didn't just go ahead and say, oh yeah, on a whim, I'm going to fight all these mantids. No, I've got buffs for them all. Four fusion crystals, not bad. Yeah, I've got buffs for them all. That's the wrong placement. Now. No, you, I don't need. It's you I need. Now, the way I've got this laid out, how many do you have in that chest? I have 25. I need to kill 25 mantids over the next few days. Okay. I'm going to use 2 of these smoothies per fight. Just 2. One summon food equals 3 mantis. No, it equals 2 on New Game Plus 2. Which is sad, because I want it to be 3. Unless I've just been ungodly unlucky, but I've fought over 10 mantids on this New Game Plus alone, and I have not had a single one summon 3. Or, yeah, I've not had a single one summon 2 baby mantids. Which is stupid, because, like, it's kind of the whole point. But, oh well. For me, they summon 2. That's because you're on New Game Plus 4. I'm on New Game Plus 3. Which, again, is unfortunate because I really, really want 4. But I will take what I can get. Now, grab you. Delete you. Have you there. Extra, but fair enough, yeah. Okay. Cool. mutation loadout, I am going to want Parrymaster 110 billion%. Dissection expert so we can get that at the end. I don't think so, right? We want to focus pure damage. You two, absolutely. You would allow me to escape the Mantis quicker in a sense where I need to run, right? And Cardio Fan allows for me to recover stamina faster. Right? Okay, I can sleep till morning, which would provide me with an extra defense buff, which is cool. I have a battle mutation loadout and a looting mutation loadout. Yeah, so do I typically. Though as of new game pluses, I've gone ahead and fused most of them, just due to the fact that it's more efficient that way. But for fights like these, you need separate loadouts if you want to stand a chance. We're gonna put you there. That's no. Yeah, because I'm gonna do that anyways. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the episode, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And for those of you watching the VODs, peace. Alright. Now, for you and me, since we're going to do the collab, we need the overall, whatchamacallit, the Discord thing, right? Yeah, normally I do end stream like that, but yeah, I did bamboozle you. Okay, so Discord. All right, let me pull up my Discord, because I do have a channel Discord that we can use, right? I do have a channel Discord for my personal channel when it comes to like either recommendations or other things. Discord says, did you know? I did not, and I don't really care. I have a current one, or I can use a new one, up to you. Discord is not responding apparently. Goddamn. Discord, do you mind? My entire PC is not responding. Goddamn. Okay. Discord has died. Lol. Let me see. Does my main channel have the Discord thing in it? That's the question. Because if not, I can just put a link up to my server. And then we'll do that. That way. Right? Okay, alright. Does not. Where is... Okay, customization. There we go. Links, how would I do this? That is the question. Streamer mode is enabled. What? Okay. No. This is all a bit new to me. So let's see how this goes. Right click the server icon and select invite people to a default 7-day link, or click edit invite link to create a not expect. Okay. Invite the server. Okay. Blank. Okay. I should have my channel Discord in my description. I will send it in chat though, just to make your life a little bit easier. Boom bam. There we go. That should be it. Let me just make sure. Yep, it does send me to my server. Save me a job, thanks, lol, yeah. I figure I might as well get this all set up anyways. Because channel Discord, like, that's something I do want to have actually set up so people can, you know, join, talk. We can make a community. Yeah. Overall. Yeah, so see if you can... Little test. I'm going to send a test message. There. Okay. You manage the link just fine? Or is it being scuffed? Okay, there we go. Wave to say hi. Lol. Not gotta love my it's nerding time area. This is the start of that. This is where professional debates are held, and there will be no arguing in this channel. Remember to do your research, as I will personally call you out on your bullshit and will publicly humiliate you if you're actively rude about it. Please remember to use logic. Seriously. Power scalers, please be warned. This is the perfect blend to the two most dangerous anti-scaling forces that have ever walked the earth. We call it the amygdala. Hello. Sorry, I got sidetracked. My icon different on Discord than YouTube. That's fair enough. Okay, now, if I can invite you to a particular one, invite to channel, we'll go... Actually, hold up, let me... Can I send a friend request? Add role. What? Okay. Add friend. There we go. Okay. Mostly because it isn't mine. It was made by my friend. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Alright. GDA? What is this? Tower defense? That's fair enough. Anyways, I sent you a friend request. So that should be up and working. Got your ad and added you back. All right. Let me see if... There we go. Might as well add you to the members only area. There we go. Send link. The members only area is basically where like collaborations or behind the scenes projects will basically be added, if you will. And since, you know, we're collaborating, makes sense. And that will be the last. Yeah, that'll pretty much be the last step. I'd do that in a moment, Shadow. No worries. Take your time. Can I add an image? What is this plus? Upload a file. Okay. No. That is... Oh, that is a wild image. I'm at it. Might as well. Flip Melon out. obviously, we both need time and date when we were both free. That's fair enough, yeah. I'm gonna send you a link. If you get free time, put any notes you want in here. And yeah, we'll just discuss when we can actually full on collaborate at some point. Well, that's gonna conclude the stream. So, yeah. Say your goodbyes on the stream, I guess. See ya. Peace.